Commission. Mr. Speaker, from the onset, I must say that the millions of young people that have left schools and colleges and are not engaged, to give them an opportunity to choose career paths and sharpen those career paths that they choose. The Speaker, unemployment is a serious threat to national stability. I have a different way of looking at engagements with the young people, especially in major cities. The Speaker, every time politicians and political leaders, even church people, every time you call a meeting during the week, a rally, a crusade, and you see tens of thousands of young people attending those rallies and those meetings and those crusades. The Speaker, it speaks to the problem of unemployment in this country. It speaks to a situation where we have young people that are not engaged, are on the ground collecting stories and filing stories to the newsrooms. But when it comes to recognition and reward, they are the least paid, they are the least interns that are taken in by the PSC. Now, Speaker, I would want to add a voice. It is time that we... Now, Speaker, I would want to add a voice. It is time that we begin to ask youth in a proper way to ensure that we create opportunities for young people to prosper and to be engaged. Now, Speaker, I know there is a subject that is not very, very sweet with a lot of people, but it is one that we must confront. I was earlier discussing it with the Senator of Mombasa here a few minutes ago. You know, Mr. Speaker, there is money that we collect from all of us who are payslips called the housing levy. And collect that money. Mr. Speaker, there are projects taking place in some places, not taking place everywhere. But the most agonizing thing, Mr. Speaker, is to be told that that part of that money has been invested in treasury bills. Mr. Speaker, let me say this. That, Mr. Speaker, the best way of doing these things is there was an agenda of this administration and even those of us who are in the Azimio coalition, Mr. Speaker, to create and equip at least one factory in every county. At least for us, that was very clear. That, Mr. Speaker, we need to have not just the public service, but even the private sector to get into the space of creating opportunities for young people to be profitably engaged. Mr. Speaker, This program, as rolled out by the Public Service Commission in 2019, as I said, it is a good program. But there are opportunities and there is room for improvement in this program, Mr. Speaker. In this way, seeing as it were that we have so many young people out there who have graduated from schools and colleges and they are not engaged, Mr. Speaker, there is an opportunity to make it mandatory that every institution of government must create avenues for internship for young people. There is room for improvement, Mr. Speaker, even for the private sector institutions, so that internship becomes something Kenyan, you know, in a way that we are able to absorb our own people and give them opportunities. And in it, Mr. Speaker, there should be clear career progression paths, so that a child or a young person joining an institution as an intern knows that if they perform well, there is opportunity for them, first of all, after such a period of time, to be absorbed in the job, and secondly, to progress through the ranks of that institution, that organization, even the top level in that organization. So, Mr. Speaker, the pride that I see some of us take in saying that we have sent X number of young people to do jobs in Asia, in Europe, in the Middle East. Mr. Speaker, that is something that we should not be proud of. We are exporting young talent, energetic young people to go and help other economies to grow and prosper. Absorbed locally. Mr. Speaker, I've seen some county governments have done a good job. There are some county governments that are running youth programs, you know, absorbing X number of youths in their counties, giving them opportunities to undertake important roles in the development of the counties, and at some point, after a period of time, they train them and told them to invest. That this motion is an important motion, is one thing that we need to think about very, very seriously, and ensure that it does not just happen with the Public Service Commission, but expand the scope to other institutions, the private sector, the county governments, so that we take in a lot more young people in useful and profitable engagement. Mr. Speaker, with those many remarks, I support.
Senator Abbas.
Thank you, Honorable Speaker. Honorable Speaker, first and foremost, I want to thank Honorable Sirege